Well, howdy y'all, it's Bill, your handy redneck, with you again. Today I think we're going to walk out here into a little field area and talk about the giant puffball mushroom. It's that season, so we're going to talk about them a little bit. Well, if I can get this camera working right. Alright, what we got here is the giant puffball mushrooms in their natural state. I found these the other day, and I left them here to let them go to quote unquote spore or seed, because when you're out foraging you don't want to take up everything. You just want what you need, and that's about it. So, you know, it's good to leave some for later. They'll come up again, so you know where to find them. I did pick a couple earlier and cracked them open, and I'll show you here in a second. This one here, as you can see, it's about the size of a baseball or a softball. Sometimes they're called softball mushrooms, but that's alright. You crack them open, you look inside, and this one ain't no good because it's bug infested. You don't want to eat that. But I got another one here. It's a little bit smaller, and we cracked it open, and it's a good eating one. As you can see inside, it's pretty much snow white in there. And that's an indicator that it's good. If it's anything other than snow white, it's not good anymore. It started to produce toxins, and it's starting to get ready to go spore, so you get rid of them. Now, in order to prepare these things, what you do is you peel this peeling off, and peel the skin off, and as you can see, that skin comes off fairly easily. You know, it just flakes right off there. Then you cut these into little steaks, or slice them into little steaks. Once you do that, then you soak them in salt water for about an hour, at least 2 hours, I'd say. Preferably overnight, but at least 2 hours. And then you drain them off, rinse them off, and you pan fry them, or you can cut them up into smaller pieces and put them in stews and whatnot. You know, they're actually pretty good eating. About a year or two ago, I introduced them to a new friend of mine named Mark Gordon. He's got a video series called the Epicurious Redneck, and he found me out in the field looking at them, and was wondering what the hell I was doing. So I brought him out into the field with me there. We talked about these things. I gave him a bag full. He took them home, tried them, and loves them. So they can't be grown commercially. They haven't figured out the exact conditions to grow them commercially yet, but they are good eating. And once you fry them or slice them up and soak them in salt water, you can then drain them and freeze them, so you got them year round. Like I say, they are good eating. Don't eat them raw though. What the salt water does is actually pulls out any minor toxins that might be in them that could make you sick. And then, like I say, you just throw some butter in a cast iron skillet and fry those babies up, and that's pretty good eating. Well, I'm going to get off here. If the women can't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Sayonara from the redneck, or a handy redneck, or whatever you want to call me. Later.